right off the bat, I'm going to discuss a little bit of a difference here. What is a dietitian and what is a nutritionist? Okay, now both of them are meant to help people with their health needs through diet and exercise and getting rid of some bad habits. We've all got a bad food habit somewhere. Whether it's, I don't want to try that because I don't know. I pretty much live on crackers. That's just my life. Or I'll try anything once. Or me, oh, I thought that was kind of gross, but now it's actually really, really yummy. So maybe my taste buds have changed, especially since I have such a lack of food, because I can't have wheat, rye, and barley, for example. But I'm in school to become a registered dietitian. That means going through the classes, getting the bachelor's degree, going to grad school, getting the master's degree, taking my RD exam. And of course, most likely, trying to help other people as I'm going through, and probably working an internship under someone. So basically, dietitian and nutritionist tend to be used interchangeably. So the difference, ready? So training, if I were, I will probably be working, doing MNT or medical nutrition therapy to people who have certain health conditions, such as epilepsy, etc., world without end, amen. I also have autoimmune condition because of my celiac disease, and a few other things. And of course, all of that. So I would need licensure, I would need, my bachelor's, my higher qualifications. I would need to go through Ascend or whatever, and of course pass the examination. Whereas a nutritionist, there are certified nutritionists, or a CCN. There's also people who call themselves nutritionists, but ooh. Okay, so we're heading towards a very dangerous territory. Also, I just recently learned that food companies can hire nutritionists. So if anyone is looking for someone, listen, I really, really like those Folio's cheese wraps for tacos, and I would love to work for a cheese company. Anyone? Okay, anyway, so right at the moment, the Los Angeles School District has been in the news. And it is not for me to say whether or not certain things are racist or not racist. Except, okay, if someone on the street corner is saying something like, I can't even say it because it feels wrong. I cannot even begin. But if there's someone talking about other cultures in a way that is disgusting or horrific or whatever, and saying it's because of and involving everything into the race and morality getting added to things like color and how you eat and how you live. Well, you do have to make choices. I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to be a bad person. I'm going to want to be there for people. I want to live for myself. I think the world owes me. Things like that. People make those choices. But okay, let's say you live in poverty for whatever reason. You've dealt with a house fire. You're currently transitioning from being homeless to finding your own way. And then you hear, because there are people who will talk about homeless people and be like, oh, well, they chose that. They want to be that way because they can get monies. First of all, okay, never mind. So let's get to the subject at hand. So the Los Angeles Central School District was in huge trouble. The parent union was up in arms because of a video that was put out to mostly children of color. And I cannot begin to feel great about this video myself, just because I look and I'm going, sure, have a donut here and there. Make choices. Sometimes I don't like the idea of putting a moral value on foods. I don't like the idea of being like, sinner, drop that grilled cheese sandwich. It doesn't make me feel happy. I don't like the idea. I don't love the idea that at the same time, I also don't like the idea that someone who works for a cookie company is talking about school nutrition and race and gender politics to school children via the medium of food. That seems off. That seems so wrong. And I don't have a horse in this race, I don't think. But it does feel like... Wait, hold on a minute there, Sparky. Are you seriously going to say that this is somehow okay, so let's be sane, let's be reasonable. The world, your health, you are not committing the sin of gluttony if you, for example, go out with a friend and have one or maybe even 2 donuts with your coffee. If you have an overly sweetened, caffeinated milkshake with a friend, that is fine. Go out and you do that. I mean, don't do it every day, especially since, man, those caffeinated milkshakes are expensive. But go on out there and make good choices. When you're going shopping, look for things. New York just came out with a thing where low-income people using the SNAP program can actually get, let's say you buy 3 cucumbers. Now, you've bought those, but you can get 3 more because they will double that up. So that's a really, really good investment. And programs to help teach people how to eat, so on and so forth. But listen, if you have a soda pop here and there, if you have something sweet here and there, you are not a bad person. You're not doing horrible things. So in this way, I do agree, go forth. There is not a moral value fixed on this. Now, no. If, for example, you steal money from people for food, unless, of course, you are extremely desperate, or you steal food from people who need it, okay, there would be my issue. I don't know, diet culture and racism that may or may not be in my purview just yet. I need to learn more. But I feel like both the video that was posted was just, I don't know, it brought in politics that was really, really weird. I don't like politics with my food. Please keep the politics out of it. Old Bay, cinnamon, pepper, sriracha, whatever you want. Leave the politics out there, okay? Nobody likes that dude at the Thanksgiving table who discusses politics. Nobody likes the people that come out there and they're like, yo, let me tell you. All this stuff about, no. Enjoyment is necessary. So, like, I wouldn't tell people to cook up, I don't know, giant green fart balls of death, aka Brussels sprouts, unless they really like them, in which case, hey, go for it. Enjoy your giant green fart balls of death. Or whatever, and be like, well, if you don't eat vegetables, or if you don't like vegetables, or if you eat any meat products, you're a bad person. Nobody likes that person, first of all. Second of all, that's not true. So I'm gonna say, though, a nutritionist, not a dietitian, working for a sugary foods company is sus, yo. Wowza.